Hello, what's up, dear YouTube viewers? Before I told you guys that I like traveling and that I will be sharing some travel related content on this channel. So in this video I would like to make my first travel video. In this video I will be going through every South American country and ranking them from the ones that I absolutely wanna go to the ones that I don't want to go to. I mean that I would go to, but not as much as the ones that are in the first place. Now, before I start, I want to clarify two things. First of all, if you are watching me and you are actually from one of those countries and you feel like your country didn't make it as high as it deserves, please know that I am not saying that like your country is low because the people of that country are bad or because something is bad in that country. I'm just rating it based on the landmarks. A country could have really good people, really good culture, but still not much landmarks, or at least not much landmarks that are interesting to me, and this is why I put them lower. But that this doesn't mean that I don't like your country's culture or people. It just means that for me the landmarks in your country are not as interesting as in some other countries. Another thing I do want to clarify is that I'm not basing it on like political condition in that country and safety in that country. I am just basing it on the landmarks. Meaning I try to not focus on the political house that are going on in some of those countries and not focus on like the physical safety in that country, just on the landmarks. Meaning I'm assuming that, let's say, tomorrow all wars magically stop and there is no such thing as this country has good landmarks but it's unsafe. I'm just focusing on the landmarks. Yes, I know this could sound like I'm wearing rosy glasses, but I want to do that for a couple of reasons. First of all, I want this to be a channel about traveling, not a channel about politics. Not only about traveling, also some other things, but I don't want to share my political opinion too much. So if we focused only on politics, then because if we focused on politics and I would share my political opinion in those countries, then this would be a political channel, and I don't want that. And second of all, because it requires a lot of research into the political situation, and I don't want to do it. I just want to show you what to watch in every one of those countries. In this video, I decided to do South America. Now, I originally wanted to do the whole world together, ranking all countries, but then I decided that it would be a long video and it would take too much effort, so I decided to split it into continents. In this video, I'm doing in South America, and I could do another continent in the next video, if you got at which one you would want to see. Okay, for now, let's start with South America. Now, there are just 12 countries, so it's good that there is not too much to think about. And on 12th place, I have Guyana. Now, Guyana does have some cool attractions, such as waterfalls and the Chadi Yavgai Museum, who was their first president. But at the end, really, all the attractions that are in Guyana, I could see in other countries. For example, there are many waterfalls in the USA, and museums of people also exist in the USA. So at least as of right now, Guyana is the last country of South America I would want to go to. Again, of course I would want to go to every country, and I had the dream once to visit every country of the world, but I'm just speaking in terms of my priority. Okay, at the 11th place I have Suriname. Now Suriname does have some beautiful architecture from the Netherlands, but the same architecture that Suriname has could be seen in some other countries such as Indonesia or even the Netherlands itself. So I think it's better to see the architecture in those countries than in Suriname, and because those countries have more landmarks. So right now Suriname is not as high on my list. At 10th place I got Paraguay. Now Paraguay does have some museums and some districts, but and at Central Square, but nothing that's in Paraguay is unique. And I mean, they do have some Spanish architecture, but like I said, for the Netherlands, that same Spanish architecture could be seen in some other Spanish speaking countries that would be more interesting. So, Paraguay does have some cool places, such as the Little Paris of Paraguay or the Palace of the President, but at the end, nothing that's down there would make me want to visit that country over some other countries in South America. Again, I would of course want to visit every country, but as of right now, Paraguay is not as big of a priority for me. Okay, number 9, Uruguay. Now, Uruguay does have some interesting places I wanna see, such as, for example, this football museum, because I'm a soccer football fan, or the Museum of the Catastrophe with the plane and how people survived it, and also some nature. But at the end, I still think that this is not the number one country I wanna go to, because it doesn't have a beautiful nature as some other countries like Argentina or Brazil. And it's not the highest priority on my list. Okay, number 8, Venezuela. Venezuela has a lot of beautiful natural landmarks, such as, for example, the Angel Falls and some other falls. But I am more of a fan of cities than of nature. And in terms of cities, Venezuela doesn't have that much to offer. Sure, the capital Caracas does have some museums, but at the end, I don't think that I would wanna go to Venezuela to see the museum in Caracas. The natural landmarks are cool, but I have cerebral palsy, and it's hard for me to get to those natural landmarks with my cerebral palsy. Therefore, I like cities more. Although I have gotten to some natural landmarks before, but it's of course harder than getting to the city landmarks. So this is why I'm more of a city fan. Number 7, Colombia. Now, Colombia actually has a mix of both natural landmarks and city landmarks. For example, they have the Pablo Escobar Museum or the Gold Museum. I want to see both of them. And also the Cartagena Central Square. So I really want to see that country, and I'm hopeful that I can go there someday. But right now I would still want to go to some other countries first. I get number 6, Bolivia. Bolivia is a very beautiful country, and they have some landmarks that you probably can't find anywhere else. For example, the Uyuni solar place and the Valley of Moon. I would really want to see Bolivia and to see what it's like. The only thing that concerns me is the high altitude. But I survived through it in Ecuador, so I'm hopeful that if I train sometime, I could survive it in Bolivia too. Okay, number 5, Peru. Peru has many beautiful landmarks such as Machu Picchu, or the Pink Mountains, and I would really wanna go there one day. Although now the road to Machu Picchu is closed. I'm hopeful that it can open soon. Number 4, Chile. The capital of Chile, Santiago, looks more like a European town than a South American one, with many skyscrapers and really good Spanish architecture. So I would really wanna go there, but the most important reason why I wanna go to Chile is the Easter Islands, of course. It's a very unique place and I really wanna go there someday. Again, number 3, Ecuador. I have already been to Quito and the Galapagos Islands, and I think it was very beautiful and totally worth it, especially the Galapagos Islands. Many people are saying the Quito equator situation is a scam, or some people, but I still think it was worth it. So I absolutely think that Ecuador deserves the attention. I know I have already been there, but I'm basing it on the overall tourist attractions. So even if I have already been there, I'm saying that not based on if I wanna go there if I had been before, but based on if people should go there. And I have been to Ecuador partially, but I still think there could be many interesting places to rewatch, such as or to watch again, such as Cuenca or Guayaquil. So I still think that Ecuador is worth watching. Okay, number 2, Brazil. Brazil has many interesting landmarks such as the Iguazu Falls or the São Paulo skyscrapers. I still ended up putting it lower than Argentina because Argentina has Patagonia and Ushuaia, which Brazil doesn't have. But at the end, I still think it's definitely worth going to Brazil for the beaches, the town's architecture, and the Iguazu Falls. Again, the number 1, Argentina. Argentina has both the city architecture and the nature. The city architecture in Argentina is really beautiful and gives us a mix of Spanish and Italian architecture. And the natural landmarks are also really good, with cities like Ushuaia and Patagonia. Argentina offers a unique mix, and I'm hopeful that one day I could go there. Yeah, unfortunately, the government of the country wasn't able to convert the economic riches of Argentina's tourism to money, but I'm hopeful that in the future things could get better in Argentina. Don't want to speak about it too much because, like I said before, I don't want this to be a political channel, but I'm really hopeful that Argentina's economy will rise soon, and that the inflation they have right now will not be as high. Okay guys, there you have my rating. Again, this is just my personal subjective opinion, and everyone could disagree with me. If you disagree with me, that's totally fine. You can write your opinion in the comments and explain why. If you are from one of those countries and your country didn't make it as high to the list as you have hoped, once again, I don't wanna offend you. At the end, people in all countries are nice, and really I would wanna go to each of those countries, and the difference between countries is minor. Okay, bye guys. If you like this video, give it a thumb up. If you dislike it, give it a thumb down. Subscribe to my channel and leave comments. Bye guys. Have a good day.